Kia ora, bros and girls, welcome back to the channel. So this is the final boss in Uncollected this month, the big badass Red Skull. And he power drains, he heal blocks, he's got some resistances, his SP2 is unblockable, he does not bleed, you do not want to head into his block, trust me. And he's got this really super strong power gain. Now, having a look here, I mean, it's interesting. He gains a lot of crit resistance, he gains energy resistance, he gains an armor up every time he power buffs. He can stack up to 10 armor buffs. He can heal block you with his heavies. His SP1 will stun, his SP2 will shock and deal damage over time. And you don't even want to know about this SP3. By the time you get this SP3, you're dead anyway. So the solution for this guy is mainly voodoo. He's the one I found the most success with. I found some success with void up to a certain extent. But even with voodoo, you have to be really, really very careful. The pointers here are, first of all, he has a lot of buffs. So your Spirit Venom is fantastic. The other problem is, if you have Mystic Dispersion dialed up, it's very hard to just keep the Spirit Venom up. Like, as you can see, I almost filled up a bar from nothing, and I only have Mystic Dispersion at 3. I don't even have it at 4 or 5. Also, you do not want to push him past his SP1. You really don't want to push him past his SP1 at all, in any way, shape, or form, because his SP2 is lethal, and I haven't had much success trying to evade it. His SP1 you can deal with, you can work with. If you duel him a couple of times or test him out on Master, you can figure it out. It's got a nice rhythm to it. But yeah, with his power gain, really, you just want to push him past his SP1, and that's it. It's just hold back and let him bait that out. Also, every time he fills up, he gains an armor up, so that's a buff that you could then inflict venom on. And yeah, I mean, I guess the strategy here is pretty much don't push him past his SP2. Maybe do 3 hits at a time if you need to. Let him build up armor up buffs and your LOAs from just your few hits, and just keep that poison going, and then just keep dancing away. And over time, because he generates so much buffs, you're eventually going to wear him down. This is the quickest and easiest way to deal with Red Skull. Other options, if you don't have Dr. Voodoo, or Star-Lord, a duped Star-Lord can do wonders, even if he's 3-star or 4-star. So long as you can keep the combo up, don't head into the block, and just keep evading that SP1. Dormammu might be good for power control, but he hits like a baby. He hits a little bit like a teddy bear. Blade is okay, he does a lot of damage at a time, and you have infinite heal. And Red Skull is a villain, so you do get the danger sense. But again, you've just got to make sure you evade the SP1. And finally, Void is probably my next on the list after Voodoo, because he is a great damage over time dealer. So is Iceman, actually, but specifically Void more so, because the longer you stay in the fight, the more debuffs he puts on his opponent, the more he degenerates, and you can stack a lot of degen damage per second just by sitting there and waiting and waiting and waiting and drawing out that SP1. And you don't even have to do anything, because every 10 seconds you inflict a debuff on Red Skull. But it's very hard to just stay in the background there. But as you can see, first time, 1 hit, no pots, no revives. So that's the strategy. Hopefully it helps you out, and you can complete 100% uncollected like I did, without having to use pots, without having to use revives on map 3. You might have to use it for 1 line though, but I am going to post a line about Wasp, Domino, and Massacre and Ghost, because that is probably the toughest line in this quest, and that's almost tougher than Red Skull. If this helped you out, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, whatever it is that you want to do, and I will be back with my run against Domino and Wasp, maybe Ghost as well, if I've got some footage of that. And I'm not so sure about Massacre. Maybe he's not too important. All right, Kakitiano. We'll see you in the next one.